YouTube, how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to TFN with your boy Caden. Solo video today, but I thought it would be an interesting one. Nevertheless, talking about just a little bit about predicting the World Cup, see how far we can get. Maybe I don't know if you remember, if any of you remember Paul the Octopus predicting the World Cup games in 2010. Let's see how far I can get with that. Maybe I'll be the next World Cup oracle. But yeah, as you can see the flag behind me. I might be a little bit biased, but forgive me on that one. Um, I'll try and be as unbiased as possible for this video. But yeah, like I said, we'll be predicting the World Cup from group stages all the way to the winner. I'll be using the World Cup FIFA predictor website. So you let me know how you get along. Tell me who you think is going to win the World Cup. And if you're from South Africa, tell me how far you think Bafana is going to get. Because I hope from Bafana they make it out of the group stages. I'll be happy after that. Having just recently drawn against Jamaica. I think it was 1-1 behind closed doors game. So hopefully they can do a bit better against Mexico, but it's going to be a tough one. Let's see. Let's predict and see uh, how we do. Uh, Sorry for if there is a flashbang. The website is um. Oh, I didn't want to put it into dark mode. So first group. Sorry if I look to my left. Yeah, my left. I have the groups open there as well. So pardon me if I look there a lot. First group, though, we'd have South Africa, Mexico, Mexico, South Korea, and Czech Republic, or Czechia, as I believe they are now called. Bafana and Mexico starting the World Cup on the 11th, reverse from 2010. So in 2010, what was the score in 2010? Was it a draw, if I remember correctly? No, a draw 1-1. I believe Shaba scored and then Mexico scored. But it might be 2-1. I can't remember. 2010 was a long time ago. Forgive me. But yeah, tough group. No clear favorites. If you had to say clear favorite, I would. If I had to say clear favorite, I would say Mexico to be the clear favorite. I would pick Mexico to be the clear favorite. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Yeah. So I'll pick Mexico in the first spot. I think home advantage for Mexico is going to be major. They're playing all three matches at home in Mexico, so no away game for them in the group stages. So definitely a bonus for them. Uh, who is going to tough one? Who is going to who is going to come out second in this group? Czechia qualifying through the qualifiers. Or those last minute qualifiers. Um, who is going to finish second in this group? I'll say, I'll say South Africa second, a drawn loss against Mexico, draw and a win in these two. Korea third, Czechia fourth. I think that's how I'll put it for Group A. Group B, then we have Canada, Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland. Tough group as well. No clear favorite in this group, I think. Uh, but if I had to, I'd put, even though Switzerland as well qualified through the last minute knockouts, I would put Switzerland first in this one. If I can click it. Yeah, Switzerland first in this one. Who do I have second? I'll put Canada second, Bosnia third, Qatar fourth. I don't see Qatar winning a match, unfortunately. Uh, but still quality team to be in the World Cup nevertheless. So you have to give them credit for that. Going into Group C, we have Brazil. Who? Sorry, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Come on, Brazil number one, Morocco number two, Scotland number three, Haiti fourth. Pretty straightforward for me. Yeah, I don't see. I honestly don't see that group being a difficult one to predict. Morocco and Brazil. Sorry, I'm just doing a lot of things right now. Morocco and Brazil fighting for top spot. Whoever wins that game between them, for me, is the team that tops the group. Other one finishes second. Both of them comfortably beat Scotland and Haiti. Yeah. Group D, USA, USA, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. Tough group. Do I give you? I I don't know, man. I just feel like uh yeah, wrong one. I feel like Turkey. Sorry for that. I feel like Turkey qualified top in this one. Uh, USA second. Let me just switch it around. Yes, there we go. Apologies for that. Yeah, Turkey, perennial, always a dark horse in the World Cup. Everyone always says Turkey's a dark horse. Turkey's a dark horse. I do think they've got a good group. Both USA and Paraguay will be tough opponents, but I just see Turkey coming up on top there. USA second, I'll give them home ground advantage cheese, but um, yeah, that's how that group goes for me. Next, we have Germany, Curacao. I believe Curacao is how you pronounce it. Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. Ecuador, yes. Uh, Germany number one. Ivory Coast number two. I think Ivory Coast will be good enough to beat Ecuador and Curacao, but Ecuador will be three. Number three, I don't see Curacao winning a game in this group. But like I said, everyone in the World Cup, with how many teams there are, just to have beaten teams to get to this stage is a massive feat. But that is how I see Group E. Yeah, Group E. Group F, Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. I think the Dutch will finish top on this one. With all so many teams in the World Cup, you don't really get those group of deaths anymore. Where, let's say, for example, Germany and Portugal are in a group together, or Netherlands and Spain are in a group together. Just an example, because of so many teams, all the teams in first pot and the second pot uh, are spread out, so you don't get them um, in the same groups anymore. Like, if Italy qualified, I think they would have made one group like a real group of death. But since Italy didn't make it, yeah. Next, Team they have in this group: Tunisia, Sweden. It's tough, 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 tough. Japan, I'll just edge it to Japan, then Sweden, then Tunisia. Don't get me wrong. This group can this the bottom the three in this group can finish any way. It can be Japan at the bottom, Sweden number one, Tunisia third. Um, all three could draw against each other. So that group really can go either way. But that's just I'm just feeling Japan in that one. Next one we have Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. Belgium finishing top for me. Top spots are pretty like I suggested previously. Top spots are pretty easy to predict unless there's a major upset. I do think Egypt finished second, New Zealand third. I don't see Iran winning a game in this group, so all the other two teams will at least have 3 points. Egypt and New Zealand a draw or Egypt winning. That's how I see that one. That is Group H. Next, Spain, Capo Verde, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Uruguay. Like again, Spain easy number one. I think Uruguay number two in this one. Cape Verde and Saudi. Tough. Oh my days. Who will give it to Cape Verde? Let's be kind. Uh, to Africans on that one, but both of them losing to the top two teams, and whoever wins from them, even a draw. I could see a draw in Group H between those two bottom two teams. So, or both finish on 1 point, but the top two pretty easy for me in Group H. Group I, where France. Okay, this I believe is the group or the toughest group. France, Senegal, Iraq, Iraq. The previous one was Iran. Wait. Yeah, the Iran was there. Sorry for confusing the two. France, Senegal, Iraq, and Norway. What a tough group for this one. Number one, let's not skip number one at least because I don't think that's the tough. Even though I think believe Senegal that beat them recently in a friendly. Someone beat France in a friendly, but it was a friendly, so we won't read into too much. Who finished second in this group? It's between Senegal and Norway. Norway, tough opposition with they play up top Erling Haaland, but I just think all-round squad. I have to give it to the deserved AFCON champion, deserved AFCON champions Senegal to just pip Norway, but Norway will finish third and beat Iraq. And it might be a draw between Norway and Senegal as well. I don't have a big gap between the two. HIJ, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Austria and Jordan. Argentina number one. Last dance for Messi in this one. I think he will make it out of the groups with Argentina. I don't see them going too far, but story for another time. Second, I think Algeria will be the African countries have definitely upped their game. I think the African countries are a lot stronger going into this World Cup. So I do like if I look at Algeria versus Austria and Jordan, I just think Algeria is a bit better than Austria and Jordan. But I do have Austria finishing third, Jordan finishing fourth. It's tough for me with the Middle Eastern countries to predict them. I haven't watched too much of their qualifiers or anything, so I can't really say how strong they are. So it is a bit of blind predictions, but I know a bit more about the other countries. That's why I'm picking the other countries over them. HI Group J, IJK, Group K, we have Portugal, Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. Portugal number one. Portugal, one of my favorites to win. Strong squad. I think this group will be a breeze for them. Second, though, in this group will be between Colombia and Congo. I will give it to Colombia. What am I doing? Yeah. I will give it to Colombia. Um, Congo third, Uzbekistan fourth. Again, I don't see Uzbekistan getting a win out of this group. Okay, and Group L. Oh, it's a lot of groups, man. Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Panama will finish last in this group. England will finish first. Between Croatia and Ghana, Croatia not in their golden generation anymore, where they made it to finals of tournaments and semifinals. I don't think we have that Croatia anymore. I think Ghana is a strong African contender, and they would. This game's going to be a draw for me, man. But I think Ghana will score more against Panama, so I'll give them. But I think the Ghana and Croatia will draw. So there we have it. That is my groups. So I'll pick the best third place now. Yeah, the best. Wait, so I'm using two screens and I keep losing the mouse. The damn mouse. There we go. Best third place. I wish I could see like the groups while I choose this, but from memory, if my memory serves me correctly, I say Croatia will get 4 points at least. So I have them. No, Norway, because I think it's 8. So it's a good chance. Most of the teams will come through. Norway, Congo, definitely. Scotland, definitely. With McTominay at the helm, Scotland will definitely. Why am I so out of say? My camera move. I'm over the show. Apologies. Apologies, chat. Yeah. Who else will come out of the group? We'll give Ecuador. Ecuador. Um, wait, man. Wait. I'm so lost right now. Ecuador. Yeah, there we go. Sweden. New Zealand. No. It's 2, 4, 6. Paraguay and Austria. Yeah, that is my 8 teams to make it out of the group. 8 third place teams. Then we go into our playoffs, or knockouts rather. Apologies. Tough. We have Germany versus Paraguay in Boston. I'll pick Germany for that one. I think yeah, Germany will be too strong for Paraguay in that game. So I have Germany winning that one. Next, Up, we have France versus Sweden. Uh, France, comfortable favorites, France. So I don't see Sweden putting much of a fight up against them. South Africa versus Canada, from host playing one host to playing a different host in Los Angeles. I hope Bafana can make it to this point. I think Bafana can give Canada a tough match, man. I don't think see Canada. Uh, I don't see Canada playing South Africa out of the water. I think Bafana can put up a match. Am I gonna be favorites or Canada? Who has Canada got? Canada. We'll give it to Bafana. Come on, Bafana. I think Bafana can beat Canada, man. I really think Bafana can beat Canada. Netherlands versus Morocco. Damn. Netherlands versus Morocco. The on paper champions of Africa. I think they were semi-finalists. Yeah, semi-finalists in the last World Cup. Strong squad. Netherlands, but up and down squad. Not too tough of a squad, but still some brilliant players in the Netherlands team. Tough game going into extra time or penalties, and I think Morocco takes it. What the hell is it? Sorry, I just looked at that. South Africa versus Morocco. Oh my days, that would be insane. Colombia versus Ghana. Colombia, Ghana. We'll give it to Ghana. Spain versus Algeria. Don't worry, I'm not picking all the African countries. Spain versus Algeria. Have to give it to Spain there. Also one of the favorites. I think Lamine Yamal is fit for the World Cup, so boost for them. Turkey versus Ecuador. I'll give Turkey that one. Wait, my PC just. Apologies about that, chat. My PC just lagged like crazy. The video, my camera just spazzed out, but we are back. Like I said, sorry if there was a cut in the video. But where did we leave off? Left off with Turkey versus Ecuador. We gave it to Turkey. Then we have Belgium versus Norway. Man, if this is the Belgium with Hazard and KDB and KDB playing in this, I'm not too sure. And all the likes, I would easily give it to Belgium, but I don't know why. Just favoring Norway in this one, so we'll give it to Norway. Fuck it. Brazil versus Japan. Brazil easy. Cote d'Ivoire versus Senegal, African giants, but Senegal will pip them in that one. Senegal is a strong team. One of the favorites from Africa to make it the furthest. Next we have Mexico and Scotland. Lovely draw from Mexico. That, but we do have Scotland does have a Serie A MVP, so can't count on Scotland too much. But I think if this game is in Mexico, yeah, we'll give it to Mexico. And that one, home crowd cheese. In Atlanta, we have England versus Congo. I know there's a lot of Congolese people in England, so this one will be a big one in England. But I think the English. Oh, wrong. What am I doing? The English will pop in that one. There is a lot of teams in this World Cup. Oh my days. Next, we have Argentina versus Uruguay. South American clash in this one. but I think Argentina will pip them. Then we have USA versus Egypt. I think this is where. Mm, I don't know, man. I don't like the USA's how they came up in the qualifying and how they've been performing under Pochettino. I just don't like how they look. So I'll give it to Egypt. I just don't like how the USA look, man. I know they what was it? And that's a place for Fulham. Robertson scored a banger this past weekend for the USA. I think this is where they end. Then they have Switzerland versus Austria. What a dead game. But I will give it to Switzerland. There's Portugal versus Croatia. I will give it to Portugal. Then let's go from the bottom up. Portugal versus Switzerland. Give it to Portugal in that one. Like I said, one of my favorites. Argentina versus Egypt. Argentina in that one. Mexico versus England. Unfortunately, this is where Mexico, having played all their games in Mexico, I think this is where where it ends for them against England. Brazil versus Senegal. Woo, what a match! Brazil playing a lot of African countries in this one. Having played Morocco in the groups, but I think Brazil will be too tough for Senegal. Because a lot of people are counting Brazil out, but I like them. I think they're good. So I think they'll pip Senegal. Then Tur- Norway versus Turkey. Oh my days. What a tough game to call. I'll give it to Turkey. I like Turkey more. Ghana versus Spain. Spain, unfortunately for Ghana. Morocco versus South. yo, yo. Is Bafana making it to the quarterfinals? Mur. yo. Bafana plays well against Morocco usually, but not to. Sorry to my South Africans, but I think in the world stage, I think Morocco just a bit just knows how to get it, just knows how to get it done at this stage of the game. So um, I just think Morocco's a bit more of a favorite. Sorry, Bafana's in my heart. Bafana's winning the World Cup. Don't worry. Hey, you can see the flag behind me. I love my country. So please don't, please don't all that against me. But yeah, we will then do Germany versus France. Beautiful, beautiful match. But Germany not that strong for me. They just came out of a 2-1 win against the USA. Yeah, they think they played USA. Kai Havertz scored one of the goals. I've not scored the other one. But I think France will be just too strong for them. Then we get France versus Morocco. We'll give it to France. I think this is where Morocco's run ends in the quarters, not making it to the semifinals this time. Next we have Spain versus Turkey. I think Spain pips Turkey in that one. Brazil versus England. Ooh, what a match. A lot of the Brazilian players play for English clubs. So it'll be some of them, some club mates linking up in this one. But I think England will be just a bit better in that game for me. Next, we have Argentina. Ooh, Messi versus Ronaldo in the last dance. Ooh, if my bracket comes true, guys, I built a beautiful World Cup for you, eh? I built some nice storylines for you guys. But unfortunately for Messi, the young guns from Portugal, the Vitinhas, the not a young gun, but the Brunos. I think they have overall better squad. Portugal from defense up all the way up to attack. Portugal, Argentina, in all accounts, usually don't have good defense, and I think this World Cup the defense will be a factor for them against Portugal, especially. So I think I'll put Portugal for that one. That is my quarterfinals done. Yeah. Semis, the big games. England versus Portugal. Mm, 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 mm. Is it coming home? Is it coming home? And by the way, if you've made it this far into the video, please comment who you think is going to win. Comment where you think I made a mistake. And comment where you think South Africa is going to finish in the World Cup. And as well, like the video, please. It really does help us out a lot. But if England versus Portugal, damn, man. Low key supporting England in this one because of the, my favorite club being Chelsea. But under Tuchel, I just don't think they have the minerals for it, man. I think they'll play a. I think they're going to be playing a bit more defensive, and I think that will what will hurt them because if you look at the squad that Tuchel has selected, leaving out the likes of Cole Palmer, leaving out the likes of Phil Foden, I think he's left out most of England's game changers. So I think they'll play a very rigid defensive football. I think that's what's going to hurt them in the end. So I'll just put Portugal into that one. Portugal going all the way to the final. Join Portugal, a massive, massive, massive game. This game might be game of the World Cup. Yamal versus Mbappe. Um, Yamal coming on top, out on top in most of them, but I think if you look at the overall French squad, the squad is too stacked from goalkeeper all the way to goalkeeper. Who is their goalkeeper? Is it Mainan? I don't know who their goalkeeper is, but can't remember. But either way, I just think France are a bit too strong, if I can. So I think, I just think Spain squad, Spain's still a beautiful squad with the likes of Gavi, Pedri. I don't know if Gavi is fit for this one. I can't remember. All I know, Gavi is always injured. Pedri, Yamal, um, Cucurella, good squad from, but I think France will be too tough. Portugal, France final. I think this is going to be a lot of people's final though. A lot of people will have this one as the final. Portugal versus France. And who do we have winning it? If I so if I when I think of France, I think the same as I think of PSG, where the attack is just too much. Mbappe, Dembele, Ryan Cherky, Desiree Doué. That is that is too that is too much. Like I just don't see anyone stopping them from scoring. Unless Portugal play like Arsenal. But I don't think Portugal are going to play like Arsenal played. I think Portugal are going to play very attacking as well, blow for blow. And if Portugal do go blow for blow, I mean, there's only one team that comes up on top for me if they go blow for blow, and that is France. France to win the World Cup. For me, like I said, just a brilliant squad from top to bottom. With the likes of Saliba, um, what's his name, Tuchameni, all the attackers that I've named. Um, I just think France has a too good of a squad. If Portugal goes blow for blow with France, like I said, that final is all about for me. If Portugal sits back a bit, plays on the counter, that might be better suited them. If they try and go blow for blow, even though they have brilliant players, Portugal, I just don't see how. I just see France outscoring them rather. I don't think this final will be a 0-0 or a 1-0 final. I think this will be a high scoring final, but I think France scores more. But yeah, let me know what you thought of that bracket. Let me know who you think is winning it all, starting on the 11th with our boys Bafana. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they make it all the way. Or make it as far as they were gone. We will be rooting for them, even though the matches are at weird times. But yeah, we will be rooting for Bafana in this one. But yeah, thank you for watching. We really appreciate all the views, all the likes, all the comments, anything, any support that you give us. It truly means a lot. But thank you for this one. It's been Caden.